It's not hurting as much today.
Oh, is it not? You're not going to cry like a little woman.
Actually, hold that
Did we
thought.
speak too soon?
You're just trying to show me up on my video, aren't you?
I am.
Oh, ow. That doesn't feel very nice.
Frowned on.
What do you think? Is it discipline tips or solving a drink? I don't want to deal with my problems. I watch my feelings pour down the sink. Tony Soprano went to a shrink. She told me it's never as bad as you think.
Like she was supplying me ROCKING Boundary road when IMC. Yeah, back like a knife. Tell me better back up the drive. On IG might smash up the knife. Everything has to be hype. Can't be a flex Friday. We are on the brick in the air. Ideals laid by the wayside. We assign our ear. I have got the opposite of imposter syndrome. I am precisely why. Divinely right. I'm gonna show you what we all singing on.
I'm in the building. I'm on my way to do this podcast. I'm excited. Wrong door.
Yo.
This is nice, man.
Thank you very much, man. Welcome.
Really nice.
Thinking we
Make yourself comfy, bro.
Hey, listen, man. You know what it is, man. After that fucking episode, that was fucking brilliant, man. Thank you so much.
Did you enjoy that?
Oh, that was really, really good, man.
Go on, big me up to me.
All right, let me tell you. So you've come in and you've had the chat. Very professional, very conversational, very performative. Just all round great guy, and you're a great storyteller as well. So I really, really enjoy that. I want to do more. We're gonna do more. I'm hoping we can do a short film of some sort in the office.
Yes.
I don't know what it's gonna be about, but a short film. It's funny. Maybe we're gonna
Doesn't have to be about anything. It's art, bro.
just whatever. Just whatever. Do you know what I mean? But what else was I gonna say? Everybody, please keep signing up and subscribing to the Hedgehog Man, the vlog, the podcast, everything that this guy is doing. He's fucking great. But what I was actually gonna say was we're gonna do a part 2 of our podcast together. We have to.
Yeah.
With the part 2, I like for Craig and I to be doing more stuff like reactions, like what's going on in the scene, reacting to people's music.
Right.
The thing is, people already send me music. I just don't listen to all of them.
Right.
I listen to some, but I think I get that many submissions that if I had someone like you objective, because you've been in the industry for so long as well, if we objectively listen, we can actually give them feedback. And some people are gonna appreciate it, some people are not. But that's
just life.
That's just life, baby. But hey, guys, we're gonna catch you later. Peace and love.
I think that went really well, and I can't wait for it to come out.
Sit back and relax, because here we go.
Handy little lunch. Right, I'm in Central Station to meet Sharon and Kelsey and Kirsty off the train. So let Bkfc Day begin. On the mall. Oh, you bastards.
2 hours.
Oh, I could probably take 2 hours.
Harry like.
Friggin' darling.
Sheriff's here. Scotty's here. Harry, Scotty.
Way on. Scotland. I'll give you a shot.
Ross is here.
Hello.
Say hello, mate.
Hello, mate. How are you doing?
Good.
We spoke before about,
We're not fighters. You're not fighters? No. Who's this?
My audition.
The new British light heavyweight.
Cheers, lads.
That's Danny's, isn't it? Right.
Big
Fuck.
Are you first, are you?
Yeah, first one's been cancelled.
Got them. Sorry, mate.
Man, you're top spotters, mate.
Good luck, night, man.
Thank you. Smash it, mate. Yes.
That's it, Kyle! Get it back! Go on, Kyle!
Go on, Dan! Go on, Dan!
Go on, push on!
Go on, push him, Dan!
What's happening?
Come on!
Jackson stops his fight at 1 minute 51 seconds of round number 2. You're winner by TKO due to doctor's stoppage and still undefeated, Danny the Destroyer Moyer!
Double up! Go straight downstairs and set the shot.
Get up, man!
What a fucking knockout. Hope he's okay. He's alright. Right. Do you think that went well then?
That's amazing. Yeah, really good. Really good.
Just finished a podcast here at Dad's studio.
So if anybody's watching this, make sure that you tune in to obviously all Craig's content, and obviously if you're watching the podcast, I appreciate it.
I'll share it to death.
This episode you cannot be missing out, because if you're someone who's been through any adversity in your life, Craig's the guy.
Can he seats these like Gary's? It's not a photo. Let's go. Right, here we are, back once again for the Renegade Master and all that. Right, so what you've just seen there, started, I went to go and see Cass is Dead at the Boiler Shop, or the Boiler Room. Boiler Shop, I think it's called the Boiler Shop in Newcastle. Night after that, went to a gig at the Globe called Ultra Jam. Shout out to Ultra Jam. Two of my good friends are performing, Max Gavins and 90 Bro. You've seen 90 Bro on the vlog channel before. Day after that, Sunday, I went to a sober rave organised by Patrick Toppin. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Very different to what I was expecting. I was expecting a load of people walking around blatantly off their tits on drugs, and thought people would just use it as an excuse because you can't buy drinks at the bar. But like when I used to go to a rave when I was younger, I'd go off my tits anyway, and I wouldn't drink that much. So I thought it would be that, but it wasn't. All the show was non-alcoholic stuff, from non-alcoholic Guinness to different cocktails, loads of different types of energy drinks and stuff like that. It was really well organised, really well put on. I had a really, really, really good time. Cass is Dead was fucking brilliant as well. Got to add how good Cass is Dead was. Went me pal Dan. We don't tend to go out and do much together anymore, but we did that, and we've just got tickets to go to the Mobo Awards as well. The Mobo Awards are in Newcastle, so we'll be going to that. I think it might be February or something like that. Then I went to Chillin' with Daps' studio, and I did a podcast with Chillin' with Daps as me being the guest for a change. I've got to be honest, right? I've got a buzz now for this, for being a podcast guest. It's far, far more rewarding for me to sit and talk about myself. And I just realised, I told, it'll be out soon. It's not out yet. But I told various different stories and various different things from various different times in my life, and I think it was about an hour and 20 minutes. We didn't even cover 5% of it. I've got loads of stories like that, of loads of situations and businesses and raj things I've done that I can talk about for days. And it was good. It brought back some good memories as well. Then after that was Bkfc Newcastle. Shout out to Bkfc for the hospitality. Was in Block A, Row A, right in the centre front row for ringside. Best seats in the house. Conor McGregor was there. They took me and Sharon backstage to meet all the fighters before the event started, to get some photos and that with them. Just a great night. That was great. Some great wins as well. Danny Moyer won. You've seen that earlier. Robbie Brown couldn't unfortunately. He said he just couldn't get going. But he finished the fight like a warrior. I've got nothing but respect for Robbie because he chin decker mainly. So then after that, I ended up doing an episode of there's a podcast. It's one of my favourite podcasts actually. It's run by a guy called Ads. I've known Ads for about 15, maybe 20 years. And I went to go and do his podcast. He's had Wayne Lineker on there. He's had Paul Venice on there. He's had loads of people on there. Michael Jackson's Bodyguard's a brilliant episode. And, I said to him when I walked in, I was like, I don't know if you realise this, Ads, but this is the first time you've ever seen me sober in your entire life. Not like every single time I've seen him, it's been in an event or he's came for a meeting at my office before. And every single time I was off me tits. So it was really, really, really nice to see him sober. Sat down, did that podcast again. Didn't know what he was going to want to talk about. Talked about what he wanted to do, and it brought out a whole new set of different stories and stuff from my life, and it was excellent as well. I can't wait for those two podcasts to come out. Like I say, I want to do more. So if people are watching that have a podcast, yeah, I'll do it. You know what I mean? Why not? Anywhere. I'll travel anywhere. We'll get them done. It'll be good crack. Then my pal Eric from NA, and I'll touch on this a little bit now as well. So I see some comments of some people saying you're not meant to talk about NA. It's meant to be anonymous. Right. The rules of NA that I read out at the start of every meeting state, I can say I've been here, but you cannot say you've seen me here. So I can't tell anybody I've been there. And if it's fine with Eric, for Eric to talk about it like he did on the podcast, then it's fine. You know what I mean? I've got permission that I can do. It's the people that I don't mention that, you know what I mean? Where the anonymity comes into it. But if a person's okay with their anonymity being blown, you are allowed then to talk about it. It's not like the first rule of NA is you can't ever speak about NA or like that. So it was Eric's year sober anniversary. And Ricky Gervais is his absolute hero. So about a month ago when they went on sale, I booked tickets for me, him and Chrissy to go. I took him to see Ricky Gervais. And he was over the moon. He sent us a message the next day saying that it was the best gift he's ever been given in his entire life, and he'll never forget it. So that was really good. And congratulations to Eric as well on being a year sober. Mine's coming up soon. Well, I'm nearly at 11 months in 6 days. It's 7 days, 8 days time. It's the 17th of November will be my 11 months. Then obviously the 17th of December is my year. So it's creeping around, and it's gone fast. It's gone fast. Certainly the last few months have anyway. So that's a list of what you've seen me do in the opening, in the intro sort of thing to this vlog. And then let's talk about probably what everybody's wanting to know about is this thing with Amy and Demi and where I stand on it. And to be honest with you, it appears to be over now, and I'm very, very, very happy about that. This is the one online beef that I've not enjoyed a second of. I've not enjoyed a single second of it. You know what I mean? Normally somebody slags us off, and if I'm going to have a back and forth with them, I'm like, how again? And every time I do something to them, I'm sitting laughing my head off and stuff like that. This has been a very different case. You know what I mean? I gave permission for those messages to be put out. And, watching Dimmy on Anne's live, having to explain such an embarrassing personal situation in public, it didn't make me feel good. It really didn't make me feel good. And by the looks of things, that's now over. And I'm very, very, very grateful for that. And I'm pleased it hasn't escalated to more and more and more and more and more, because I don't want to be a part of it, but I never wanted to be a part of it from the start. So I wish him well anyway. Right, what else? Jimmy Newman said something to me when I was, quite a while ago now, when I was having a back and forth with him. He said, "Hey, you're retired in that. Why aren't you going abroad and living your life to do that? Why are you just sitting on the internet? You're not retired and blah, 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 blah." And I thought, you know what, he's right. Why am I not just enjoying my life now? Because that's what this stage of my life's meant to be. It's meant to just be fun. And since he said that, I started to put things into place, you know what I mean? I went to Vegas in September. I went to Marbella last month. I'm going to Paris this month for 5 days. And you've seen the amount of stuff that I'm out there doing now. I'm just going to enjoy my life from now on. You know, they say that within a year you'll get a life beyond your wildest dreams if you're sober and you've been in the madness for so long. And it's true. And a life beyond your wildest dreams doesn't have to be like a mansion in Miami, you know what I mean? And all of that kind of stuff. It can just be something as simple as just, I'm so fucking fortunate to be in a position to wake up every day and do anything I want to do within reason. I can't go and buy a Ferrari. I can't drive. But I'm going to soon. I'm going to put in for me test. That's one of the things I want to do. My life at the minute's mint. I mean, I had that little hiccup with Amy and Dimmy. But I'm so far removed now as a person from wanting to be involved in shit like that. I mean, me a year ago, I'd have made 1 million videos on them. I made one. And about a week and a bit ago, I took it down. You know what I mean? I don't want any part in that shit anymore. It's just... It brings nothing positive to my life. So Jimmy Newman inspired me to start going to Broadmoor. Not to Broadmoor, but to Broadmoor. Like overseas more. Terrible, that was terrible. Any huge part of my life still. Last night, which was Friday, this is going to come out on Sunday, but I'm recording it on Saturday. Last night, on Friday night, I found a sponsor. Now, he hasn't cleared me his anonymity with me, so I can't say his name, but I found a sponsor. He's been sober over 10 years. He's a lovely guy. He's very intelligent, very articulate. And he's just got a world of knowledge on this recovery that obviously only comes with that kind of time. You know what I mean? You can't learn what he knows. You can't learn from any textbook. You can't learn from watching documentaries. You can't learn from talking to other people. You can only learn it from being clean for that long. So I went to his house yesterday because what you do is when you've got a sponsor, so a lot of people have asked us as well. So what's a sponsor do? Like, do you ring them when you're like thinking about taking stuff and stuff like that? So far, I haven't. He's only been my sponsor for about a month. I've got these 2 books here, right? One is NE8 Works and Why. Now, the reason that this book is so small is because I was desperate once I got a sponsor to start the step work. And this is the only edition I had is the pocket size one, or it would be a normal size book. But it works and how it works. And then you get this one as well. This is your step working guide, the Narcotics Anonymous step working guide. Now, this is just a textbook basically with it's got a couple of, for each step, it's got a couple of pages of writing about what the step means. And then the rest of it is questions, just questions. And you've got to answer them like you're doing a test, but there's no right or wrong answer. For example, the first question on step 1 is, what does the disease of addiction mean to me? And that can be anything. And I think there's 80 questions or something in step 1. I did the first 18 questions, and then you meet up with your sponsor and you share them. So what that means is the sponsor asks you the question and you tell them the answer that you've written down, or in my case, it typed up. So I'm about a quarter of a way through the first step. Step 1's the biggest step. And to be fair, I'm a lot more self-aware than most people, especially on here, would believe. A lot more self-aware. I just don't give a shit, really. So everything in there, I've already admitted to myself anyway. So far, everything in there, so far in the first 18 questions, I've not learned anything new about myself whatsoever. But I've also never put it down in writing or typed it up and said it directly to another person. So I feel like that does get something off your chest. And I look forward to completing the 12 steps. There's no time period on how to do them, but I'll keep you posted as I go. In about 10 days' time, maybe it's a little bit longer, about 12, 13 days' time, I'm going to Paris. I've never been to Paris. I've passed through Paris. And I've been to Paris airport before when I've been getting connecting flights to various different places, but I've never actually spent any time in Paris. And it's not really on the list of places that I'm desperate to go to. Chrissy really wants to go, but at a compromise, it does have a Disneyland. And if you know anything about me, you know I quite like Disneylands. I've been to one in LA, been to one in Florida 3 times. So this doesn't look as good as the ones in the States, I'll be honest with you. In fact, it looks crap in comparison. But at least I'll get to spend a day at Euro Disney and experience that, and tick it off the list of things I want to do. I'd really like to go to the Disneyland in Tokyo. That looks amazing. Also, my weight. Something else I wanted to touch on. I'm 13 stone 6 now. I was 16 stone 2 pound when I started my weight loss journey. I am, for those of you who don't know, taking Mounjaro. If you go on to pharmacy online or Superdrug or Boots or anything like that, you can do an online consultation. And if you pass the consultation, they'll prescribe it to you. I'm not buying stuff off the black market. I wouldn't recommend anybody does that. I've seen a Channel 4 documentary on that, where they had these 3 vials of stuff and they give them to labs to test. And the labs came back with one of the vials of stuff and said, we don't know what this chemical is. So God knows what the people buying it legally are putting in their bodies. But I certainly fucking wouldn't do it. To me, if you're injecting something into your body, you want to at least be sure you know what it is. And obviously, when you go when you get an online prescription for something, you've got support there as well. Should you have extreme side effects? Personally, I've had no side effects at all, and I couldn't recommend this stuff more. It's been truly effortless, and I've lost nearly 3 stone now. And I feel so much better for it. I've got so much more energy, and I just feel better. Do you know what I mean? I feel like me again instead of this fucking fat blob thing of me. What I looked like in my head a year ago and what I saw in the mirror were 2 different things. I thought I still looked all right in the mirror, and I didn't. I was just a fucking fat mess. And you know, when you get to my age, when you get to 44, your metabolism slows down. I thought when I knocked the drinking on the head, which was about, on average, me bar tab for the local pub was £1,400 a month. So whatever that is divided by 4, that's how much I was spending on drinking. It's not an expensive pub. It's about £3. I think it was £3.60 for a pint. You know what I mean? So and I wasn't going in there spending that money with friends or anything. I was in isolation, sitting in the corner drinking by myself. So a lot of beer, probably about 50 pints a week, plus the gins, plus the double pink gin and lemonades, plus the shots of Sambuca Nelly every round I got. So I thought when I gave up drinking, the weight would just drop off. And I think the first 5 months of being sober, I think I lost 3.5, 4 pounds, and I was fucking wounded. But that just comes with the age that I am. I cancelled my gym membership as well this week. I've been a member of a gym when I was, like last year I joined a gym, and I haven't been this year. It's just a waste of fucking money. So I'm going to buy some dumbbells or something and start working out in the house. Because at the moment, it's a bit of a mission for me to get to a gym. And the amount I would need to go, it's just not viable for us to, you know, get Ubers there and back and stuff like that. So if I get some dumbbells for the house, it'll either go one or 2 ways. They'll either sit there and collect dust, like the Blackmagic camera is, or I'll use them every day because I can pick them up whenever I need to. But yeah, all positive from here. So pleased that shit's over with now. I can just get back on enjoying my life. I'm so far removed from the person I was this time last year, and I look forward to the person I'll be this time next year. I really, really, really do. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you soon.